Hi, Meir Ezra here, Captain Heaven, and I'm here with my angel.
His son Gal Ezra.
Mwah.
All right, so my question is, people say that you cannot compare car accidents or things like that to the coronavirus because you can't transmit a car accident really. Like if I care about my grandma, I won't go out and go back to her because I could have caught it and given it to someone I love.
Mm-hmm.
So I should be locked down to care about the people around me.
Okay, good. So you cannot compare between car accidents and coronavirus, and it's right. But let me have a look. Let's have a look. When I go and I drive with a car, and someone hit me, do you think that he gave me an accident?
That would be the 1 degree, right?
Okay, one second. He gave me an accident, yes?
Yes, he did.
Good. Now I'm not at home. I'm sick and dead, and my family now don't have income.
Yeah.
Do you think I gave them an accident?
Yeah.
Good. Now because I gave them that accident and they are really worried, my wife got sick. Is that luck or accident?
Right. Yeah.
So she got sick, yes?
Yeah.
And so on and so on. Everything in this universe has chain reaction.
Mm-hmm.
It is just how much you're willing to take responsibility and see that it's the same.
Yeah.
So the contagious of a disease is actually very similar to anything that contagious, and everything in this universe, if it has communication, is contagious.
Okay. So with something so contagious, like a disease like coronavirus, which is extraordinarily contagious compared to a car accident or other things.
Let's check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many deaths you have in a coronavirus?
I don't know the total number today.
Let's say we'll take it the extreme. We'll end up with 200,000 deaths. It's not, but
yeah.
Let's say 200,000 deaths.
Yeah, or 500,000.
500,000.
Well, it could get there if we didn't lock down.
1 million.
Okay.
It wouldn't, because there are many countries that didn't lock down and have less death than countries that did lock down.
Okay.
So it's not really true, but 1 million. Okay. 1 million. Across the world, 1 million. How many accidents do you have across the world per year?
A lot.
More than 1 million.
Okay.
So even if in the worst case scenario you've got more accidents, but then it's not only accidents, because the death that you have in coronavirus, I think that now everyone knows, happen mainly to people that have serious other diseases. So it doesn't happen to any car, it doesn't happen to any driver, it happened only to drivers that drank and are sick and are on drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a guy that is drinking, on sick and on drug, and he drive a car and went into a wall, will you feel really sorry for him?
No, but
No.
I can have a grandma who has a health condition and she can't prevent it. She's old. So should I be heartless and not care and live
No.
my life and maybe she'll get the coronavirus?
No, what you should do is to protect her as much as possible.
Mhm.
But in life, death is a normal thing. What is abnormal is quarantine, not to communicate, not anything. Why it's abnormal? Because in this universe, nothing is perfect. This universe is not perfect. Nothing is perfect. How do you know what you should do? Is you look at the greatest survival to the greatest number of people or thing.
Right. Yeah.
So if I have a car, and this car I'm driving, okay, and there's 5 people in this car, and the car lost brakes, okay, and there's a bystander here. If I will drive it to him, I will save the 5 people, and if not, the 5 people will die in the car. So what should I do? Save the car or not?
Save the car. Is it a nice car?
Of course. So what should I do?
You should hit the one guy to save the 5.
That's normal, yes.
Yeah.
Even if you say no, even if you say no, it's the one guy, I would save the one guy. If you will be in the car, you will hit the guy.
Right.
Yes. So you always look at the least bad.
Yeah.
So when I look at the corona and I say, okay, good, so I'm going to kill people that are already very sick and so on, and they're going to die in any case, and I'm going to kill them and save 8 billion people that will go bankrupt, that will die, that will generate endless amount of diseases that are stress-based, that will kill themselves, that will go with no food, a destroyed economy for whole countries, a whole planet. If I look at that versus needing to protect those specific people, you will see that I will save the majority. Now there's another thing. When you try to protect everyone, 8 billion people, you'll do a very poor job of it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you protect very specific group of people, it's much easier.
Mm-hmm.
And most importantly, let's say I put everyone in quarantine. Put everyone in quarantine, and I flatten the curve, and I slow down everything, and wonderful for 2 months. After 2 months, people will go out, yes? They will go out, and there will be at least one person with the coronavirus. At
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
At least one.
Mm-hmm.
So we're starting the cycle again.
Yeah,
So what did we do?
true. Nothing.
Nothing. So it's not the handling.
Right.
It's an insane handling. Now
The thing is, though, the point now is people are saying, shouldn't we prevent what we can do to prevent it now? Because maybe in 2-3 months, by then we'll have a solution. By then, some people will have an immunity. There'll be a vaccine. There'll be.
But the immunity will come from actually getting people infected. There is no vaccine in history that happened over 2 months.
Yeah.
Yes. No vaccine in history that happened over 3 or 4 and 5 months. Usually to find a vaccine it takes years, and even when they find it, there are more vaccines that get disqualified than qualified.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, and the vaccine in any case are damaging to the body.
Mm-hmm.
So what can you do? What's the handling? The handling is not to be afraid. The handling is not to hide. Because who is hiding? What kind of animal hiding? Did you ever seen a lion hiding?
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
Yeah.
A lion attack. Who survived better? The lion or the person or the animal that hiding?
The lion.
The lion.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So you don't hide. So what can you do? What can you do? This is a very important, stable thing to know. A person that's healthy do not get sick. Now, what does it mean, healthy? A body without toxin do not get sick.
Mm-hmm.
Simple. To get sick, you need toxin in your body.
And doesn't every body have toxins?
Toxin, when I'm talking about toxin, I'm talking about that there is more toxin in than the toxin that you take out.
Okay.
Okay? So, if in your body there is more toxin that you take in than the toxin that you get out, more toxin that you accumulated over the years, you'll get sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? And you can get sick from corona, from heart disease, from many things. Yes?
Right.
So you'll get sick. The handling is not to hide. The handling is to educate society right now, quickly. That can be done quickly. You don't need years. To educate quickly
Mm-hmm.
how to get rid of toxin.
Yeah.
How to make your body immune to disease. And how you do that is by removing toxin. And there is a specific way on how to do that. And if you want to learn, you of course can find me online and register to the Corona Survival Pack, but that's a different story. But that would be something effective.
Yeah.
But to hide, it's never the answer. When I have an enemy, if I'm hiding from the enemy, eventually it will kill me. The answer is not to hide. No war has been won by hiding.
Yeah.
Human being arrived to where we are because we went into the face of danger. We faced danger and we attacked the danger. We didn't hide from danger. People that hide from danger disappeared.
Right.
If you look at anyone that disappeared, it's because someone became stronger than the person or animal that disappeared, and that animal ran away. The only way to win anything is not to be afraid. And anyone that promotes fear is actually your enemy. Anyone that promotes fear, regardless of the intention, is actually your enemy. It's not that he's a bad person, but if you buy into the fear, you will lose.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, if you have an enemy, you've got a country, I'm one country and there's another country, and if I want to attack you, I want to make you afraid.
Right.
Because people that are afraid are people that lose.
Mm-hmm.
If I take a piece of wood, this wide, this thick, and I put it on the floor and tell you to walk over it, and it's 200 meters long, and I tell you to walk over it, you'll probably walk over it with no problem, yes?
Yeah.
If I put it at 200 meter height and I tell you to walk over it,
I'd
you
be
won't.
scared, yeah.
You won't move, you will fall.
Yeah.
Why? Because fear invite disaster. Fear invite disaster.
Yeah.
So the problem is really the fear.
So people should live their life, not be afraid, but protect maybe the people in
Protect
danger.
the people that are in
Be
danger.
healthy.
Yes. You know, you go to war, I'm a soldier. I go to war because I believe in something.
Yeah.
I know it's dangerous, but I believe in something, so I go. Why? Because my freedom, my country, my purpose is much bigger than the fear. Now, when I go to war, it doesn't mean that I won't protect myself. It doesn't mean that I won't take a gun. But it does mean that, yes, there is danger. Life is dangerous.
So people should live their life, protect themselves. There might be a danger, but protect yourself, but live life.
Yeah, live life. Because in reality, the coronavirus is just a mild flu
Mm-hmm.
with a very good PR. You know, generally if someone tell you, well, this guy got flu, you're almost surprised that he's not dead.
You mean corona?
People
got corona.
Yeah. People got corona,
Yeah.
and some come to you and say, yes, I have corona, and you like almost surprised that he's not dead.
Yeah, you look at him like
That, whoa, you
a
have
survivor.
corona. You're a survivor. You got corona, yeah? Like a survivor. Like this is like what? But if someone tell you I had flu, you said so.
Right.
But it's actually the same. It's
A lot of
really-
people are saying that it's not the same, but I think that as time goes on, people are seeing that it's actually getting time. People are seeing that the death rate is actually close to the flu.
It's not. It has to be close to the flu. Why? Because look. There's a fascinating thing. I look at the stats today, and I saw that there's a jump in the number of cases of corona in the U.S. since 24th of March.
Mm-hmm.
Very fascinating. Why? You go and you look, and there is an actual directory, and this is really just specific thing just to show you that really it's not an issue. There is an actual directory that you can go and look for it online. You'll find it if you look. That actually tell hospitals from the 24th of March to categorize any death for any reason that happened. That if they suspect even that that guy had also coronavirus, that it's the cause is corona.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, there's an actual written directory. I read it. It's like, it's unbelievable. You have to go and read it. You have to find it, because if I tell you, you will not believe me, because it's so insane.
Mm-hmm.
And with that directory, there's an increase on the numbers. Now, how many people are sick in coronavirus?
Currently,
More or less. Give me
in
a
the
number.
world, maybe 100,000.
Maybe 100 to 100,000. I
Okay.
tell you that it's maybe 20 million, 30 million.
Way more people got it, didn't know they had it.
Look, in my family here, we had coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
We're not in any statistic.
Right.
We're not in any statistic.
Yeah.
I know about many people in Cape Town that been in such a party or event over the weekend a few weeks ago. Almost everyone there got the coronavirus. They're not on any statistic, because 99.9999999 people in that party got coronavirus and recovered somehow.
Yeah. Or it went through them, they didn't even get sick.
They didn't even
So
get
they
sick.
went through them, but
Yeah.
now
Now they're
had
immune.
It. They had it.
Yes.
Or maybe immune, yeah.
Yeah, now they're immune. If you had it, you're immune. Yes?
Some people say that not necessarily, because you can get flu again and again and again.
No, not the same flu.
Okay.
Different strain of flu. It's not the same flu.
So not if you got it, it'd be a different corona. But
It
there's
will
only
be a different corona, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there are many different type of corona, by the way. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the COVID-19 is one specific one, but it's
So if you got COVID-19,
you're fine.
you won't get that COVID. You won't get COVID-19 again.
Exactly.
It'll be COVID-20 or something.
21, yes.
21. Yeah.
So the point is that it's actually not dangerous. It's actually not dangerous.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of noise. What's dangerous is look how many businesses are actually going out of business.
Mm-hmm.
How many small businesses or medium businesses can survive with no income for one month? Look, the whole travel industry is gone.
Yeah.
The whole holidays, hotels, gone.
Yeah.
Parties.
Anything, any family-run small mom and pop shop, anything
gone. The damage is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's no one actually register how big is the damage.
Right.
But you want to know how big is the damage? Look at the financial packages that the governments give. Look at those numbers, trillions of dollars.
Yeah.
That's how big is the damage time 100. Because this is only to save people for 1-2 months.
Yeah. When it's all over, you're gonna have months of devastation.
Devastation because the whole economy is destroyed.
Yeah.
Countries print money that they don't have. People don't produce. And everything costs the same.
Right.
From where?
Mm-hmm.
The disaster that we are heading for is much worse than any 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people dead. Every year, people die. We have 8 billion people on the planet and the number of people grow. There's more born people than dead people. And we shutting down the whole planet because of 500,000 people that die. No, nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
500,000 people that die divided to, let's say, 150 countries. Let's say divided to 100 countries, that it's easy. Okay, so 500,000, 500,000 less 20 is
5,000.
5,000 people. 5,000 people per country.
Right.
5,000 people per country die. It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing. How many people will die from this financial disaster, from the hardship, from the stress?
Yeah.
And
Way more. Yeah.
and the most important thing, I think, is the question is, what more important? Freedom or health? That's the key question. When you can answer that question, everything will be sorted out for you.
Right.
Because right now people give their freedom supposedly for their health.
Mm-hmm.
And they lose everything.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying that this is just the beginning of taking away people's freedoms.
Yeah. So what's more important, freedom or health?
Mm-hmm.
You now agree that your freedom is not important. This is a very dangerous way down. Slippery slope. It's like really dangerous. Just the beginning of the end.
Yeah. True. So what can people do now?
What can do now? Number one, learn how to become immune for diseases. You really have to understand why will someone get a disease and someone not. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, whatever you do, turn off these machines that brainwash you. Turn off the TV. Stop looking at bad news. You need to go through rehab because this drug is dangerous. This bad news drug is dangerous. Stop it. Just stop it. Go to production. Mm-hmm. I've put together a few things that can help you. Number one, write a comment or something, and I will send you a free video on what you can do to handle this situation. Yes. So I have the Corona Survival Pack that I can get you for free, and if you're a business, I have the Business First Aid.
Okay.
So these two things that you can contact me, and I will. You can register for free webinars, and you learn what you can do. Something can be done about it right now. Something can be done about it. That's what you really need to know. And people that will do something about it will end at the other side winners. It's not that it will be easy, but you will be a winner at the other side. Because everyone else is sleeping, everyone else is afraid. So if you will attack, you will win.
I love it.
I
Thank
love
you
you
very
too.
much.
Thank
It makes
you.
a lot of sense.
Thank you, mommy.
Thank you.
Love you. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.